Ready up, camera one. Somebody wake up Joe.
How's it? What's up? I'm Anahola Joe Pahukula, and this is the first edition of the Countdown, produced by Motivate Sports and approved by Oakley. Now, myself, along with Todd, we're the producers of our show, and I'd just like to take some time to tell you a little bit about ourselves and our show. First of all, we're local brothers, and we're sports fans, have been all our lives. Now, about the show. First rule is we're gonna have fun. There's no doubt about that. We also want to be informative and entertaining, but the most important rule about our show is that we want to showcase the sports community of Kauai. Now, with all of that said, let's go to our first segment, KIF football at the newly renovated Hanapepe Stadium. For Kapa'a, a win means their third straight KIF championship. For the Menehone, a victory puts them right in the middle of the title chase with an important game against Kauai High School. Mr. Editor, 3, 2.
The grand opening of Hanapepe Stadium added motivation to the Waimea football team and their fans on a gorgeous, picturesque west side afternoon. The scoring got started with a 36-yard field goal by Cody Taniguchi. As he splits the uprights, it's 3-0 Homeboys. Then Avery Miguel jumped a Te'ili Funua pass. He took it to the house, 28 yards on the pick six. Menehone in great shape. Waimea's D-tackle, Storm Costales, came up huge, tackling a Kapa'a ball carrier in the end zone for the safety. That made it 12-0 Big Blue, and they got something cooking. However, just before the half, Kapena Texero scored from 3 yards out, 12-7 Menehone at the break. Defenses took over in the third as both coaches tried to figure each other out. In the fourth quarter, the Warriors took the lead on a Texero to Kurt Napoleon touchdown pass. Then the Warriors went for two, and once again, it was big number 55, Kapena Texera, 15-12, green and white. Waimea threatened late in the game with time running out. Ardino Ned and Taniguchi hooked up again, and number 10 almost got away a 40-yard completion. A couple of plays later, the game ended as Braden Watanabe picked off a Ned pass. 15-12 Kapa'a is the final. They claim the 2016 KIF title. Their fourth in 6 years. Coach Keli'i Mergado got one, and Philip Raposo with 3. As the clock ran out, it was party time on the east side.
15-12 is the final here at Hanapepe Stadium. Kapa'a over Waimea in an absolutely incredible game on both sides of the ball. With the victory, Kapa'a head coach Philip Raposo is the first Kapa'a coach to win 3 KIF titles in a row. What do you think?
Man, that's what you call football, man. Those guys brought it, we brought it, you know. Excited, you know. They gave us a game. We needed that game. I think it'll help us going into the playoffs.
You know, the first half, they kind of owned the game. Second half, you guys came back, played a whole lot better. You know, what did you guys do at halftime? What kind of adjustments you make?
You know, we just went in there. We were lucky to score just before the half. And when we went in, you know, we just said, hey, we got to just fight, you know. We got them. It sounds crazy, but I told them we got them where we want them, you know. We got to go out there and execute. And unfortunately, we came out and we didn't score on the first drive like we thought we would. We had something going, but it didn't pan out. You know, it's just about digging deep, you know, and fighting.
Yeah, everybody just did their jobs, you know, stick to what they're taught to do, and the team came through in the end.
You know, talk about the final drive, because when coaches said there's going to be a pass play, what'd you react to?
On defense?
On offense.
Oh, on offense? Nothing much. We practiced it a lot, and I just thought I could do it, so I did it.
What is more fun, playing on defense, playing on offense?
It kind of depends. Usually on defense, I just get double teamed, so it's kind of boring. But offense is a little fun time to play around.
Now, what was it 3 straight championships for Kapa'a? How's that feel?
It feels pretty good, making the community proud of their school.
I know last year, the way the season ended with Radford, that was a bummer. And I know the goal has been to get back. But now that you guys have a chance to go ahead and get into that title game and possibly win it all, how's that feel?
It feels pretty good. Last year was kind of upsetting, but I think this year that we got some of the key players back, and we don't have like Moses Fifita guys, but we have other guys that can fill his shoes.
For the Countdown, I'm Anahola Joe Pahukula. We'll be right back. Now that was a great game. It doesn't matter who you were cheering for. Congratulations to the Kapa'a Warriors 2016 KIF champions. Hey, want to see my best Tom Brady impersonation? Check this out. Well, as you could see in that last segment, the newly renovated Hanapepe Stadium, the new press box, the bleachers, the expanded field, all looks great. We talked to Waimea Athletic Director John Kobayashi and Waimea head football coach Jason Caldera, and we got their thoughts on the newly renovated Hanapepe Stadium. Todd, go that way.
I think the county did a great job, and we always thank the county for all the support that they give the KIF and the West Side community. They go above and beyond the call, and if you look at the stadium right now, it's in great shape. The stands are beautiful. I mean, with all the construction work here, the field still looks good. So the crew, Mr. Agu and staff have been doing a great job, and we're real thankful for them.
I understand that this is only phase one of what, 2 phases?
Well, right now, I think what's next in the plans is they're going to start a concession stand, bathroom facility, and a ticket booth. So it's more open to the back of the stadium instead of having to walk around.
Now, this stadium's still going to be multi-use for baseball and soccer as well?
I believe so. Right now, if you look at the configuration of the major stands here, it's kind of configured for baseball, where the stadium line is going to be the outfield line.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a big change, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna make the park a little bit longer. So just gotta wait and see and how everything works out with a little bit of adjustments. Everything should be fine.
Now, I went up into the press box, and I gotta say thank you, because it's bigger. There's more room for everybody, and I guess now can fit everybody comfortably up there. Huh?
Well, the planning was done well by Mr. Trujillo. I think right now the press box has 3 rooms, and each room is separated, and there's ample room for the announcers, there's ample room for both coaches, coaching staffs. And I think what we talked about is eventually hoping to fence off the rooftop so that we can put the cameras and everything else on top of the roof. So it makes that area clear up there.
Now, the wooden bleachers that was here, what happened to it?
I think they were destroyed and recycled, reused. They were here for a very long time, and they were here from when I played Pop Warner in high school, and they've been a mainstay. But modern times call for modern measures, so it does make the stadium look a lot better.
Now, at one time, I think back in the late 90s or the early 2000s, I think USA Today rated Hanapepe Stadium as the 5th best stadium to watch a high school football game in. With the renovations, does that still hold true?
Well, I think it still holds true, because it's the only place where you can get right up personal with the football game, and everything is that country atmosphere. Football is king, and hopefully it's here for a long time.
Feels good to be home.
Now, the kids excited as well?
They're very excited. Yeah, nice short bus ride. Very excited.
I guess it's always good to be sleeping in your own bed.
Very good.
Now, hopefully, and I think it's meant to be this way, that it helps generate some enthusiasm amongst the West Side fans. Huh?
Yeah, very enthusiastic, very exciting. Not just for the whole home opener, but for the situation, within the KIF. We got something to play for tonight, so it makes it extra special.
And I guess for a football day, you can kind of get back to your own routine instead of eliminating the long bus ride to Lihue.
Yeah, like I said, it's a nice short ride, so definitely can take our time, be a little bit more patient.
Now, as far as I can remember, this is the first time they've done this kind of work to a existing football stadium. Got to feel pretty good now. Got the revamped place and looks a little bit more modern. Huh?
Yeah. The county did a good job at remodeling, getting those bleachers up. It looks really nice. Happy that we got to play a game here this year. And I think I think it's not even close to being done. I've heard that they're gonna do a couple more changes, like to the food booth and the restroom. So slowly but surely, it's turning out to be very beautiful.
As a member of the media, I'm very appreciative at the bigger, more luxurious press box at Hanapepe Stadium. A huge mahalo goes out to the Kauai County Parks and Recreation Department, as well as Waimea High School. For our next segment, let's take a ride up Hunley Hill to the Bernice Hunley Gym where the 2016 KIF girls volleyball season recently concluded. We'll talk to championship head coach for the Kauai Warriors, Evan Costa.
Awesome. You know, it took my coaches, my leadership from my captains, and the buy-in from the girls that we could do it. But, oh, what a night. Awesome. What an awesome feeling.
Now, you battled injuries all season. How difficult was the journey to this year's title?
From the start, you know, not everybody was showing up to spring training. You know, we just had a core, but it wasn't everybody. Once they started showing up, then, you know, our leader went down, Payat Tafea went down. And then from there was uncertainty, you know, who would step up, who would contribute. But to be honest, what I did, I prayed. I prayed to God and asked, you know, I mean, we even had a kahu come in and bless the team, the gym, just to have a restart, a fresh start, and just ask for help and guidance to do the right things.
When do you start preparing for states?
We kind of started already, you know, try to challenge the girls every day. You know, we didn't overlook any team here on Kauai. That wasn't that's not the message. It was just trying to challenge them to get better.
Hard work pays off, right? I guess you can agree with me that
hard work pays off. I mean, I gotta thank, you know, our community. You know, as people who were here, they saw our football boys here. They saw our student body here, our cheerleaders, players from other sports, coaches from other sports. Just the families that come out and support us and make this happen for us is huge.
A big mahalo goes out to all 4 KIF girls volleyball teams. It was an exciting season from beginning to end. I look forward to bigger and better things in 2017. Now let's move to the part of the show in which, when you're done watching, I guarantee you're gonna say, what the heck did I just watch? It's Joel's Sports Collectibles, also known as Joel's Junk. Now, if you talk to my mom, she'll definitely agree with you that it's a pile of junk. And Mom, thank you for not getting rid of my junk. So let's go check it out as we head to our satellite office in Puhi. Welcome to our first edition of Joel's Junk. And it's not what you think, folks. This is the part of the show in which I like to showcase my sports collectibles, and I got a lot of them, okay? Sports collectibles come in all forms, shapes, and sizes. Sports collectibles is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. So if Beckett says, hey, this card is worth $100, and some guy says, I'll give you $20 for it, it's worth $20 whether you like it or not. Other than that, just keep it in your closet, okay? Now, I like to collect sports memorabilia just because it's fun. I've done it all my life. But the most important part is that down the line, you go back and look at it, whether it's a basketball, a magazine, or even a t-shirt or a hat. It brings up memories that you can share with your kids, your grandkids down the line, and maybe even pass it on to them for them to enjoy as well. But let's get started here. The first one I'd like to show you is this one of my favorites. It's a Roger Staubach autograph card. It was part of a Upper Deck Domino's Pizza Quarterback Club series. Now, the Quarterback Challenge was held on Kauai for several years, and one year they brought down the Hall of Famers and the older quarterbacks, and Roger was one of them. That's where I got to meet him, and I got him to sign my football card. I remember the Cowboys in their history have won 5 Super Bowls, and 2 of them have been quarterbacked by Roger Staubach, otherwise known as Captain Comeback. The other 3 Super Bowl titles belong to Troy Aikman as quarterback. Now, just a little history on Roger Staubach. Remember, he won the Heisman, then he went to the Naval Academy and served out his time before getting into the NFL. Now, the next one I want to show you, just remember he had a huge, just about, maybe about 3-4 months ago, he had a huge going away party as he had a big game for in his last game as an LA Laker. But here we go, Kobe Bryant. It's a rookie card, still in his Lower Marion uniform, and it's also autographed. Now, the story behind this one is
My cousin and I were going to the Sheriff's Center to watch the Lakers play an exhibition preseason game. So, we're driving into town, and he goes, what if we run into Kobe or Shaq? What do we got them to autograph? And I said, good question. Let's get a program. He goes, oh, we can do better than that. So we stopped at a store, picked up a couple of packs, and I pulled a Kobe Bryant. After the game, got him to sign it. And back then, remember, he was a young kid, right out of high school, coming out of the prom with Brandy just a few weeks afterwards. And there you go, got it signed, Kobe Bryant. I know he was, as a rookie, he was a fresh-faced NBAer. Then in the middle part of his career, got into some trouble, turned into a butthead a bit. But at the end of his career, turned into a really nice guy, really media-friendly, unlike he was earlier in his career. So Kobe Bryant, rookie card, autograph, gotta love it. Next one I want to show you is an autographed baseball. Now, this is one of the few autograph items I have that I never got myself. I never got it signed myself because what happened was, this is the Eva Beach Little League World Series champion team baseball signed, okay? And what the story is that I couldn't get down to the celebration parade because I had football games to take care of here on Kauai. So my cousin, who's connected to the Eva Beach and YPO Little League systems, I called him, said, hey, can you get a baseball signed for me? And he said, sure, no problem. So there you go. And remember in that game, Eva Beach was down by about 5 or 6 runs in the 5th inning. Now, Von Fayal came in to pitch in relief, shut down the other team. Also got a key hit in that last couple of innings, and Eva Beach came back to win it all. So a lot of great stories off that team, that World Series, and got my autographed baseball. Eva Beach Little League World Series champs. Now the last one for this edition I like to show you, and I like to collect magazines, programs, whatever you want to call it. But here's my Tiger Woods autographed Sports Illustrated, and he played in 4 Grand Slams. I got to finally get this one signed, and he was very gracious about it, despite the large crowd waiting to get his autograph. But Tiger Woods, and remember Tiger Woods, in fact, when I got it signed, this is the time he stayed in Princeville. Came in about 3 days early, got in a few golf, got some R&R, but came out to Poipu Bay, Grand Slam, and I got it signed. And I love to get magazines signed because it's a lot cheaper than buying a 8x10 photo of one of these athletes. And subscription $30 for the entire year. So I got my Tiger Woods SI autographed, and very grateful for it. In fact, SI knows that certain magazines are collectible, so they don't put the address label on the front cover. How you like that one? That's what I was told. But Tiger Woods autograph SI. That's just a really small part of my sports collectible collection, as you want to call it. And through future shows throughout the weeks, the months, we'll bust some out and get to share some of that with you. Most of all, I like to share the stories that go along with it. Okay? So thanks for listening, checking it out. 3, 2, 1, the countdown. We'll be right back.
Yee doggy! Almost Pauhana, folks. Thanks for watching our show. We're produced by Motivate Sports and approved by Oakley. Catch us on the countdown.